This is the LEGO Minecraft Baby Pig's birthday celebration set, and this thing is so freaking cute. This is the first time in so long that we've gotten any of the brick-built animals and creatures and mobs, and let's go ahead and decide if this is going to be worth it or not. And obviously, we got to take a look at this beautiful box, because if you notice right there in the back, you can actually see fireworks, this is the very first time we've ever seen fireworks on a LEGO Minecraft box. That is awesome. That is so cool. But this is actually going to be set number 21281 with 351 pieces, and this is going to cost $19.99. This actually came out October 1st of 2024, and so this is kind of in the backlog of getting sets reviewed. But if we actually take a look on this side, you will obviously feature our baby pig, since the baby pig's birthday celebration. And on the very top, it kind of shows us what all the animals are. We have a cat, a fox, a pig, a llama, a baby zombie, and a creeper. And then on the very back of the box is literally just the same exact thing. But the first two things I want to go over is the baby pig and the cake. And up first, we actually have our little pig. And what I love about this so much is that it actually has a brick-built little hat you can take on or off, kind of depending on how you want to celebrate this. And it's just so adorable. I'm not entirely sure why they made this set the way that they did, because it's not like this was an anniversary for Minecraft or anything. But nonetheless, it's a very cute set. However, the pig build is a little interesting because it actually uses this Technic pen with that green thing on the inside. I kind of wish they would have changed up the colors a little bit. And it's really kind of ugly to have this weird gap up there, but it's literally so you can actually like tilt the head left and right, kind of doing whatever. And everything on these sets is actually going to be printed. So the nose and the eyes are actually going to be printed. So that is super duper awesome. And I love that we have the nice light pinks and the dark pinks all throughout the build to kind of give it some different texture. And it is actually asymmetrical as well, which makes the pig a little bit more believable, and I think that makes the details stand out even more. But this thing is very tiny. Like, it literally is like 6 studs across, so this thing is very tiny. But it is a baby pig, so I think that it obviously works this way. Again, the only thing I just don't like is the fact that there's that gigantic gap right there. But the cake build itself is a little, it's not bad, but it's not good, because again, this is just a very tiny set. But what they did, and it looks really good because you can see the different sizes of icing actually dripping down the side, which looks very, very, very good. And we even have a candle in the middle that you can take on or off, kind of like the actual birthday hat on the pig. But other than that, there's really nothing too spectacular about it. And if you take it apart, it kind of looks a little ugly on the inside. I kind of wish they would have used the same color bricks as this to kind of, at least match it for if you wanted to take a slice out of the cake. And now for another one of my favorite mobs, we actually have the baby zombie. And right off the bat, I want to show the thing that I absolutely hate. I don't know why it's like this. Actually, I do know why. It's because this is actually a clip and it goes in like this, but it just looks so ugly up here. I really wish that they would have maybe extended it down a little bit, because if you see right here, there is enough room. I really wish that this I don't know, if there wasn't a gap, if there was actually a tiny gap here, I'll be okay with it, because I just don't like that they have the gray up top up there. And the arms actually go like this, but it's actually so that you can stick the arms out like a zombie would with your hands out in the front like that. And other than that, I don't know, it's pretty good, and it's whatever, but the colors here are a little weird. I don't know. You can see the black clips on the bottom down here just don't look very well with this. What I do like though is that we actually have the sleeves right here to the shirt. But again, I don't know why these clips would be different colors than this shirt, because it's not like in the game that, you have a different color sleeve going off there. Look, if that would have been this kind of mid colored blue, I think that would just look so much better. As much as I love this, it just, I don't know, it's a little boring because of that. And the back also has all these studs exposed. So, I don't know. It's very good, but also has a lot of wrong things with it. And another little animal is the kitty cat. And I really like this one because it actually has this very opposable head. You can actually tilt it, you can turn it and do whatever you want with it. Plus, these colors are printed as well. Now, a complaint that I have is if you actually look at the whites up here, it's not actually all the way white, because you can actually see the base color is going to be this orange color, and you can actually see the orange bleeding through the white there, which I know that's very nitpicky, but this is a Lego set and I am reviewing it, so we're going to nitpick that a little bit. So that is one print mistake that some quality issues that they really need to fix on, because I've seen that in a lot of sets recently. But I do think it's very awesome that we've got some printed pieces here. And going on to the back, this is a calico cat, so we have a lot of different colors here. We have the gray, we have the yellow, the two different brown colors. We have a tail that's actually opposable as well, so you can actually turn that. And what I really love about this is we have some studs here on the back, just like we actually have on the pig and all the other animals, and we'll show that off later why that's the case. But it is very cool that there's there, and it actually has a leg right here, so you can actually so you can actually stand him up like that, or you can actually sit him down in like kind of a sitting position like this. So that is very cute, and I love that so much. Our next little animal is going to be our baby llama, and again, this has very awesome printed face prints right here, and this is like the first time we've actually gotten these bigger ones on all these like animals, which is really awesome. But I actually really like this. His little stubby legs are really interesting because these are actually all clips. Instead of it kind of being like the cat where it has this little joint back here, it actually has clips that actually use it to where you can kind of do whatever with it. So if you want him to lay down like that, you absolutely could. If you want him to do like this where he's kind of at an angle, you can. You can do a lot of things with these clipped legs, and I think they look really cute. Like honestly, these are my favorite legs out of all the animals just because of how cute they look. He even has a little button tail back there. The one thing about him is he is not opposable, so you can't actually move him like his face any way you want, but I think that's just because of the way that he's built, and I really like this one. I think this is a very solid build. And our final animal out of the bunch is actually going to be this red fox, and again, we have the nice printed face and this little piece right here. And what's interesting about this is that this actually is not a tiled piece. You can actually see that it's kind of like a 1x2 piece, and it's just printed on the side. And again, you can kind of see the white bleeding through the orange right there, just like we saw on the cat's face. And like that, again, I know is super nitpicky, but I think the white actually looks a little better on that right side than it does on the left. I don't know. I really think that's just, they need to work on that because that happens a lot in these Lego sets now. But I will say the actual build for this thing is very cute. So we actually have it on another thing where you can actually angle the head a little bit, which I really like. What I really wish they would have added would have been maybe like a piece down here to where you could actually put an item in its mouth. Like maybe have a clip down here where you could like hold, I don't know, like a sword or something like you can in the game, because I really love when the foxes take that. But just like the cat, he actually has the different part where you can stand up like that, or you can make him sit down like that as well. But you can't actually turn the head left and right. It's only up and down in this case, so he does look super cute. But you actually might notice another clip back here, which is his little tail. You can actually make that go left and right as well, not up and down. But the left and right tail do make a difference. Like you can see the difference right here just doing it just like that. And I think that is so adorable. But our final mob out of the bunch is actually going to be this brick-built creeper. And this actually is not the first brick-built creeper we've gotten, because a couple of years ago we actually got one with a creeper and an ocelot, and that is what it looks like right here. But I think that this one looks very similar, but also very good. We have awesome face and like eye prints right there. We have really cool like exposed studs right here to kind of give it a nice little 3D effect. And the feet are actually all on these little clips right here, so you can actually move it like this and kind of have one of the feet standing up, just like in the game, have this one going back, and it look like this, just like it does in the game, which I think is really awesome like that. We have the really cool like dark green and light green textures right here, just to kind of give it that nice asymmetrical siding right there, just to make it look super duper good. And overall, I love the coloration on here. I think that even the toes look good down here. The only thing is I really wish we would have gotten maybe some type of coloration like we have right here on the back. But you hear that? What is that? That's really interesting, because if you actually open this up, you can see not only a little gunpowder like you can see right here, but if you actually flip it right here, you can actually see a literal TNT block inside of the head as a little Easter egg. And I just think that is so cool, especially when they give us nice little Easter eggs like this in tiny builds. I think that just makes it immediately significantly better. But earlier I was going to tell you exactly why we have some exposed studs in the back, and that is because you can actually put the baby zombie on all of these characters. The pig is a little different because it is a little off-centered, but I will say the baby zombie does not look the best on the pig, but he does look really cute if you're looking over the shoulders like this. However, if you turn it from the side, he does look very goofy. And same thing with the llama. You can actually do the same thing with him and put him right there in the middle. And again, he does look very goofy from the side right here, but as soon as you look at him from the front and like, you know, do whatever, he looks pretty cute. And again, we have the kitty cat, same thing here. He doesn't look as bad if I would have scooted him up like this, like if you do this. Oh, wait, there we go. Come on. Like that doesn't look horrible, but again, it's what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I wish this set would have come with a brick built chicken, because then it would have made a lot more sense. But you can actually do, again, on the fox. And I think the fox actually looks somehow the worst out of the bunch. But again, you can put the baby zombie on all of them. But now let's talk about if this is going to be worth it or not. Because remember, this is a $20 set, but it does have 351 pieces. And already right off the bat, we don't get a lot of brick built characters like this. The last time I got it was, again, a couple of years ago, and there only was about 4 or 5 of those sets. So not many at all. And so this one is a very cheap way to get a ton of characters like this. We literally get 6 different mobs plus a cake as well. And honestly, I have a very, very, very few amount of complaints about this. And even my complaints were just nitpicky, okay? So like, you know, like I said, the printing on the fox and the cat's eyes are a little goofy. And you can see the top of the zombie's little gray part right there. But other than that, I think that this set absolutely blows it out of the park for a quality Minecraft set for $20. Honestly, this is absolutely going to be worth your money. Seriously, thank you so much for watching, studs. And I really hope that this helped you decide if you're going to be picking this up or not. Anyways, we're wrapping it up right here. Hope you have a great one. Again, thank you so much for watching, studs, and I'll see y'all later.